Hello Taurus, welcome to your mid-August reading. Thank you for joining me. My name is Michelle and this is for Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Let's get started. Firstly, from the Divine Circus Oracle, you've pulled the card of Secret of Shinobi. Now with this one, Taurus, it is about keeping things close to your chest. There will come a time where you will be able to speak, have your truth heard, but at the moment you're being asked to keep your privacy, to let things unfold later. I get an energy around this of there will be a time for this to be seen in the light of day, but you won't be able to do that until you know what is true and receive advice on what to do. Until then, there's a need to be patient, be private, be committed and wait for the right time. Now, the energy of the person that you're dealing with here in mid-August to September, from the Mystic Sisters Oracle, they've drawn the card of Dragonfly Goddess. This speaks of truth, authenticity in truth and honesty. Now, of course, as human beings, we often make the mistake of judging a person, a situation, or even ourselves on a faulty premise. And as a result, there can be misunderstandings and confusion. The Dragonfly Goddess here asks that you awaken to the truth and not deceive yourself. There is a need to shed light on reality. Now, revelations here can be both freeing but also uncomfortable. You know, there's a need to look at the parts of ourselves that we may not like, and this is maybe what this other person is trying to avoid here. It's an integration of spirit and mind, the inner self with the outer persona, and it's a call to action. So the person here is being called to take action, but it also requires sensitivity to be effective, to speak their truth with kindness and compassion, rather than from a place of self-deceit. There's a need for this person to have empathy for others also, and a widening perspective is required. Now, the overall energy here from the Earth Magic Oracle is one of meadow, and meadow speaks of vulnerability. Now, you'll see on this card it's a beautiful lush meadow with all of these beautiful sunflowers and what looks to be some lavender there or some beautiful flower. And there's an openness to this card. But of course, when you're walking through a meadow, it can be a little bit disquieting because you are open. There is that sense of feeling exposed, defenseless, lacking the perceived safety of some enclosed area. So there's a feeling around this of vulnerability or exposure, a feeling of defenselessness. So we'll see where this goes for you, Taurus. I've already meditated on your energy. We'll start with doing a love and relationships spread, and I will be using the 78 tarot here, Carnival tarot. So let's see. We'll start with the energy of the person that you are dealing with here, what they bring to the table when it comes to you, their flaw, how they feel about you, Taurus, how you feel about them, the strengths of this relationship, along with the weaknesses of the relationship. We will also take a look at the likelihood of a good relationship with this person, crossed by any roadblock to that. And we'll also take a look at the outcome. Okay, Taurus, let's start with the energy of the other person. They are showing the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. So Taurus, it looks to me like this person is feeling quite overwhelmed with making a choice, a decision. They have a couple of things. It's almost like a sense of being at a crossroads and not knowing which way to go. There is an imbalance around them, and I pick it up as a lack of thinking clearly. there's a feeling around this person of not being able to cope generally with the ups and downs of life. There may even be a monetary aspect to this as well for some people. There may be some kind of concern here where they are feeling, I almost get a feeling of, it's chaotic energy, but it's more than that. It's a sense of grasping at straws, or really kind of looking for the life preserver once they've been flung off a ship, or there's some kind of energy around them there where they're grasping for something. So we'll see where that goes. Now, what they bring to you here, we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So again, it seems that they're needing something from you. For some of you it's money, for others it's something that is not quite as tangible as that, but it seems to speak to me of this person is coming to you cap in hand. They're looking at you for some kind of generosity or support, but I don't feel that you want to give them this. I get you being closed off around this person. Now, when it comes to their flaw, we have the card of Temperance in the reverse. So yes, there's something that is off around this individual, an imbalance. They're being excessive. The way that they're approaching you for this support may be coming across here as, it's like they're trying to crack an egg with a mallet, you know. It's some kind of too much. There's something that they're doing here that they don't need to do to get the result that they're looking for, but they seem to be taking things to extremes at the moment. Now, it could be coming across as conflict, but I'm picking up that it's bringing drama into your life, Taurus. Let's take a look and see how they are feeling about you. We've got the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. So it speaks to me, possibly someone that you're dealing with in the workplace. It's a card that speaks to me of upset around your work, but I also get a general energy around them of discontent, unhappiness with how things are going in their life. There's a need here, really, for them to look at more of the details of this, to look beyond what first appears. So there's something that they're looking in at you here, but they're not seeing. It's like they have judged, or they've done something here in order to view you as perhaps being better off than they. Something like that, Taurus. Now, how you're viewing them, we've got the Devil card in the upright. So they seem to be a thorn in your side here. There is an energy around them of toxicity. It may be a love relationship, but I'm picking it up more as someone who is either someone that you've been involved with in the past, or it could be a family member, Taurus. Now, you know that there is some kind of attraction here, but it is toxic. It doesn't lead anywhere. It hasn't led anywhere before. And there's an energy around someone here coming to you for kindness, not receiving it. And as a result, I get the sense that there is some kind of conflict or chaos that they are bringing into your life. Now, you feel somehow tied to this, something that you feel a loss of control over, that you can't get out of it, that there's something that you are in it's not that you're in cahoots with this person. It just seems like there's something that here, it speaks of an attachment, but it's a very unhealthy attachment, and it could be for some of you around the workplace. Now, the strengths between you two, we have the Page of Cups in the reverse. So it may be that there was some seduction involved around this. You know, we do have the Devil card, and along with that Page of Cups, it speaks to me of an attraction. But again, that very toxic attraction that is more about vanity, like getting involved with someone for the sake of validation or vanity. And it's an ego feeling. This person has boosted your ego in some way, but they're having difficulty. They're having difficulty in life, managing their business or managing their finances. They're coming to you for the advice. I don't feel that you're willing to provide them with the support that they need, whether that's monetary or something more along the lines of comfort. And I get that this person can be somewhat volatile. Now, the weakness here is the Four of Pentacles. Yes, so there's a sense here of not giving. And I do get, for a lot of you, it has to do with money. Cutting off the supply to this person, not being open to giving them what they need in terms of either support or emotional comfort. Attention could also be that. It may be that you have engaged in some kind of seduction with them in the past, but now you're wanting to close off to that. This other person is finding it difficult to the fact that you have closed off that to them. Now, as the potential, we have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. The roadblock is the Moon in reverse. Okay. So we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. It speaks to me of someone who is not able to take care of their own needs. There's insecurity around this individual. A sense of not having enough in their life. I'm picking up there's some kind of instability around this person's home life. They may or may not be married, but they're in an unstable partnership with someone. They're coming to you for assistance in some way. And with the Moon in reverse as the roadblock, it tells me that there's a real need to look beyond the surface of this person, what it may first appear. It may appear to be something simple, someone using perhaps it could be attraction, a mutual attraction. It could be a seductive energy, flirting, in order to, and you don't feel that there's anything to it, you know, it's just playful. But there's a real need to look beneath that, because I get a feeling that there are things you don't know about this individual that I feel if you did know, you wouldn't be quite as forthcoming as you have been in the past. Now, it could be that this is coming out to you here in mid-August and you're trying to cut off things to this person, but it might be too late. Let's have a look in the outcome. You've got the King of Wands. So it's good energy for you, Taurus. It speaks of taking action, standing up for yourself. It's very passionate energy. The King of Wands is not someone who would suffer fools gladly or let anyone take advantage of him. So it is about being the authority, being the leader, and being in control of your own life, but in a very diplomatic way. It's not a feeling here of using power to as any kind of control issues. No, it's more about you using your power here to make sure that nobody can inflict any harm upon you or around the people that you care about. So it is about defensiveness. And I did get that energy here of the secrets of Shinobi, of you needing to be quiet for a moment. Keep things close to your chest, and then having a moment at some later point to then reveal something. And with this card of meadow, I get there's a feeling of vulnerability, of defenselessness. So it may be that you have to get your ducks in a row, Taurus, in order to get into this position of power before you're ready to tackle this person, or what drama that they're bringing to you here with this Temperance card in reverse. But I get an energy of you once being open to this, but now closing the door on this person and having to kind of keep this energy to yourself for a while until you are really sure of the truth. And then I get that you'll be able to take action on this matter. I don't know what this person is doing. It seems to be playing on a weakness. I get there's been a weakness around this in the past with this Devil card. But I get hidden motives around this person. Secrets to be revealed with that Moon card in reverse. Something that was hidden that is coming out into the open. And I think what it is that this person is leading some kind of chaotic life at the moment, where they're finding it difficult to make ends meet. They're having trouble with their life, their home life, their work life. Everything seems to be going wrong for them. They're turning to you for some kind of, it's either money or something that they need from you in order to move on to a place of stability. But they can't seem to get there. But you're being asked here, Taurus, to not take any action until you fully know what this is all about, because you don't want to leave yourself open to any kind of problems later on down the line. Okay, so let's start the next reading. We'll see what we will be talking about in the extended. I'm going to be doing the dual reading now in the mids as part of the extended version. But at first I want to lay down the cards here so we can see what we will be talking about in the extended. I'm going to start with your energy, Taurus. I'm using the Rider-Waite deck. And I'm using the Hanson Roberts deck for the energy of the person that you're dealing with. I've got you at the bottom of the deck with the Strength card in the upright. It's beautiful energy, which tells me that you do have the courage, you do have the fortitude here to be victorious, but you have to play your cards right. There's an energy here of not reacting immediately to something. So let's see. We'll cut these cards. And I'll start with what you've brought to this in the past, Taurus. 7 of Wands in the reverse. Where do you currently stand with this? The 9 of Swords in reverse. Where do you hope to stand with this in the future? The 8 of Cups. How are you viewing this person, Taurus? Hermit in reverse. What are your doubts and fears? The 4 of Swords in reverse. Your challenge, Taurus? The 6 of Swords in reverse. And one card for the outcome, we have the 2 of Wands in the reverse. Let's have a look and see what the other person is, their energy. We'll start with them, what they've brought to this situation in the past. The Sun in reverse. Where do they currently stand? The Chariot in reverse. Where do they hope to stand in the future? We've got the King of Wands in reverse. How are they viewing you, Taurus? We've got the 7 of Wands in reverse. we'll take a look and see what this person's doubts and fears are. The Four of Pentacles. Challenge for them is the Six of Cups, and one card for the outcome for them is the Tower. So we'll look at this in part 2. I hope that you join me there. The link is below in the descriptions box. It'll be about another 30 to 40 minute reading, so if this is resonating, I do hope that you join me in the extended. I'll be pulling out a lot more cards, and also I'll be talking about some oracles as well to see where you can go in the future with this situation. So please join me there. If you would like a personal reading, you can also email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com, and that email is also in the box below. I wish you the best with this, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in part 2, or I will see you soon. Bye for now, Taurus.